So you have, the Trump supporters that coming out in full force. They have come out and threatened um black students at Penn University of Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. They threatened black people, saying they're going to have a lynch day for black people. I want you to take a look at this news clip, and I'm gonna come back with my thoughts on this.
This morning, it appears the racist and threatening messages targeting black students at the University of Pennsylvania have been linked to a student at the University of Oklahoma, but the investigation does not end there. Administrators at Oklahoma say they have temporarily suspended that student as they continue to investigate the origin of those messages. Penn students learned of the developments in an email from their school overnight, according to the Daily Pennsylvanian. Word of the messages sent shockwaves through that campus. And Action News reporter Jeff Jericho talked to students reacting to the threats last night.
I felt scared because I didn't know where this was coming from. But here's the group we have.
Nate Morris is one of those who found himself added to a racist group chat aimed at black Penn students. The messages on an account called Mudmen included racial slurs, and
they made an event, a calendar event, saying that it's lynch day and that they're going to lynch, almost try to find any black person that they can lynch.
A number of the black freshman students who were targeted gathered at a private meeting to discuss the incident. Outside, hundreds marched through Penn's campus in protest.
That I was absolutely shocked. This is one of the last places I would expect something like that.
This is very disgusting and very vile.
Some connected the incidents to the election. Another account called Trump's Disciples was created by a user named Daddy Trump.
There was a message in there that was Heil Trump.
In a statement, University President Amy Gutman called the account repugnant and said, "We are both angry and saddened that it was directed to our students or to anyone. The people responsible for this are reprehensible. We have increased campus safety." Mayor Jim Kenney said it is heartbreaking to see this type of activity here in the birthplace of our democracy and the city of brotherly love. Police are working to determine who created the accounts. Some students feel the presidential election has emboldened those with hateful thoughts.
Ever since the election, people started to get more confidence, and now they see that someone's in charge that shares the same morals. That is they feel confident with projecting that.
University officials say it appears the account is based in Oklahoma, but the investigation continues. Governor Tom Wolf also weighed in, tweeting a message saying this act is unacceptable. In University City, Jeff Jericho, Channel 6.
Facebook post that this person sent out. The name is Calvary Rogers. And in the post, I'm quoting this. It says, "I spent my morning running to the vice provost office of my university in the middle of class because my freshman brothers and sisters got added to a group called nigger lynching. Literally every single black freshman was added. I stared at an administrator in the eye and literally lost it. And quite honestly, I just can't stop crying. I feel sick to my stomach. I don't feel safe. This is personal. To all my fellow black students, the vice provost office is open for you as a safe space." Okay, so here we have, now since Trump has gotten to the office, these people are bold or have been bolder and bolder and bolder. Even to have a day called Lynch Day for black people. And the person that's been suspended from school, literally he should be arrested for a terroristic threat. That's what he should have been arrested for. And this is what's going on in this, we call it post-racial society. And a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you're playing a race card. You're complaining all the time. You're playing professional victims." You see this all the time now. And this is why you have people, YouTubers like The Advise Show and other YouTube people. I'm glad they're showing this stuff. I'm glad that they're putting this stuff out there for you to see. Because it needs to be shown. And this is in Philadelphia. This is not in the South. This is not in Texas. This is not in the Southwest. This is in the Northeast. This is in the Northeast, East Coast, and this is going on. But we live in a post-racial society. And I'm going to tell you one thing. This is not back in the day where people are just going to sit there and just say, you know what, I'm going to pray about this and we're not going to don't do anything. People are not going to take it lying down. People are not going to just be quiet anymore. People are actually fighting back. And I'm going to tell you something. You mess with the wrong person, and I'm just going to be straight up real about this. For those of you out there who think that they're going to get away just because Trump gets elected and Trump gets in office, let me tell you something. You mess with the wrong people, and I'm talking to the white supremacists out there that think they could just go run amok and just go do what they want to do to threaten black people, try to hurt black people, and kill people. You try that with certain people, it might cost you your life. And I'm just go out and say it, because it needs to be said, because this is not back in the 60s or 50s or 40s. That's done. This is a new generation, and people are not going to sit there and let you hurt their family, mess with them. They're not going to do it. Things will get real quick. It will get real quick. And this is the reason why you have a lot of black people, pro-black people, they don't want nothing to do with white folks. They don't want nothing to do with it because of stuff going on like this. And then you sit there and say, well, that's racist. How can you sit there and say you want black people want to separate from white folks because of stuff like this? And it's not racist. You know why people are doing that? Because of stuff going on like that. That's why. It's not because they just hate you just for the sake of hating you. They're doing it because, guess what? You are, okay, because it's not all white people. I'm not saying all. It's because most of them, the Trump supporters, they're causing the problem. And they're saying, you know what? If you don't like us, we're going to get away from you for good. We're going to have our own place. We're going to have our own space. We don't want you around. Leave us alone. That's what's going to happen. And one person told me a few days ago, but they said, I only deal with them because I have to. I work with them. I associate with them because I work with them. But that's it. Other than that, I'm not going to deal with them. That's what you see now. This is what you see and what you hear coming from black people. So don't get mad and say, well, you calling black people bigoted and saying, oh, they want to separate. They're separating because you're causing the hatred. Your group is causing the hatred. Not a specific person necessarily, but your group is causing the hatred. And you're causing black people to say, you know what, I don't want to deal with you anymore. So it's not based off of hatred for black people. They say, you know what, we're tired of it. So that's the hatred is causing black people to say, you know what, we want to be left alone. That's why they get their own safe space and they get their own HBCU, black colleges, because they don't have to deal with that mess. So in order for that to change, the white folks that are Trump supporters and the non-racist white people, and I know there's some white people that will fight for black people, fight for equal rights, but they got to go out there and they got to call this out. And they have to disenfranchise themselves with the racist white folks, the racist people out there. They have to do it because we're not the cause of this. We're not. Black people are not the cause. So if you're white and you're watching this video, you need to sit there and say, you need to call this out on the carpet to your group and say, you know what? We're going to disenfranchise you. We don't want nothing to do with you because this is not what we stand for. We don't stand for hate. So if you want to sit there and hate people, we're going to disenfranchise. We're going to exclude you from the group. Get away from us. That's the only way that's going to change. But other than that, it's going to continue to stay the same, and you're going to see a lot of black people start to unify and start to team up and say, you know what? We had enough. We're gonna go on. We're gonna go our own separate way. It's gonna force black people to segregate, and it's already happening now. But it's gonna start happening by the bulks. I guarantee you. So this is what is going on. But I'm not surprised that this was going on. I'm not surprised at it at all because it's going on for days. And when Trump got in, I knew it was going to turn up, and it's already turning up. So this is what happens when Trump gets in. But I'm just warning people, for the people who are causing this, for the people who are just going around there attacking my black folks, Hispanics, Asians, Latinos who are doing that. You better be careful, because you're going to mess with the wrong person, and the wrong person is not going to sit there, cry, lie now. They're going to retaliate. And it might come with consequences that you don't want to see. So I'm not, because if people going to say, oh, you're threatening people. No, I'm not threatening nobody. I'm just saying, you bite and bite and bite. Sooner or later, people are going to attack. So tell me what you think about the story. Leave a comment and subscribe to this YouTube.